One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another SEC rival, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking for a crease. It's Dalton. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Dalton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Third and short now from their own 48. Rushes on him. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Got a man, it's Dalton. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Offense in a bunch formation. Using his legs, it's Dorsey. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Dorsey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack.
Oh, it's picked off.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Bringing it back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, what a move to get room. Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that 2nd and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and that helped lead to that successful play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got room to work. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back, because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Lost to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy. Results of the play. The Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A first down run in the red zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout? They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Will they be able to get them one more yard and stick it in? Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. On the move, he fires. It's caught downfield. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Makes the grab.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The screen, he's got wheels. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Crispin. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Oh, look out, the ball's free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They're working that left side. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely perfect. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move to keep running. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Lemon. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the marker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the running back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Knox. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
They'll leave it with him. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. The Sooners enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. To the ground with the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. and they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Pocket breaking down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to